Hello students, once again welcome in your online classes. Dear students, in today's video I am going to discuss with you class 12 poem My Mother at 66, and in this video I am going to give you detailed explanation of the poem and will discuss each and everything which is related to this poem, right? ये वीडियो bilingual होने वाली है, so you are going to get both in English and Hindi as well. So those who are having doubts, those who are having confusion in understanding directly English, they will also get help from this because I am going to explain you both in Hindi and English, right? चलिए चलते हैं और देखते हैं कि what is the poem My Mother at 60. But my dear students, it's my request, advice as well to all of you. Please try to get all these lessons in English, because if you are habitual to that, getting explanation, making notes all in English, so it will be very comfortable for you. So if you listen the explanation in English language, it will be helpful in the way that you will direct learn the question, and you are capable to make your own questions. Otherwise, if you listen in Hindi and again you translate in English, so it will take more time and it will be burden and boring, monotonous for you. So I think it's my advice. I'll give you explanation in very simple and slow way so that you get each and every point. And even if you suppose you have any doubt, you can write me in the comment section. I will definitely help you, right? So let's move without wasting time. We'll discuss the poem My Mother at 66. Yes, so this is class 12th English poem My Mother at 66. As you know that this poem has been written by Kamala Das. About the poetess means about the poetess of this poem. ये poem किसने लिखा है? कमला दास ने. And she is one of the very famous Indian poet and writer, right? See, it is given here. Before I explain you the poem's background and the details of the poem, I would like to tell you something about Kamala Das so that you should know about the poet also. One more thing, what is the purpose of telling you about this poet? Because when you know the ideology, mentality, writing pattern or writing style of the poem, so you will get connected with the poem very easily. So when you read this, you will come to know that this Kamala Das, she was very keen to write social issue, and she used to write so the reality. She want to show the reality through her poem and through her writing work. ठीक है, जो कमला दास poet है, she used to write real and natural things through her work, whether it is poem or other writings. What is given here? Kamala Das, Malayalam's pen name. His name is pen name Madhvi Kutti. His pen name actually in Malayalam it is Madhvi Kutti. Pen name. What is pen name? The name which is used by writer for writing her poems. Muslim name Kamala Suraiya, and her Muslim name is Kamala Suraiya, and born March 31st, 1934, Thrissur, Malabar Coast, now in Kerala, during the British period in Pune. Indian author who wrote openly and frankly about the female sexual desire and the experience of being an Indian woman. And so Kamala Das, I told you, she used to highlight the social issue related the females, issue related the female condition. So in this poem also she is going to tell about something relationship of a female, of a daughter, as it is the title of the poem is at My Mother at 66. It means definitely either son or daughter is going to talk about mother. तो इन ये poem है, इस poem में आप mother और daughter का relationship के बारे में आप देखेंगे कि how through this poem the poetess try to highlight two things: the pain which anyone can feel when he get detached from the person or the things with which the person is related, or to whom you love so much. When you get detached, when you are going away from that things, you feel lots of pain. तो ये पोएम क्या दिखाती है? ये पोएम जो है मदर और डॉटर की बीच के लव और अफेक्शन को दिखाती है, एंड इट आल्सो शो दैट हाउ daughter feel painful when she see her no sees her mother no at the age of 66, and no when she was leaving her mama no at this age, and she knew this point that there is a less chance that she could able to meet her mama again, because she was already 66, and any moment, any day can, or next day or any day can be the last day of her mother life. So let's see the background. So this is all about the poem. The poem is showing the relationship between mother and daughter and the pain which one feel at the time of the detachment or the separation from one whom you love so. See what is, let's see the background of the poem. See, my mother at 66, the poem whose author is Kamala Das, and the writer is famous writer here, it should be poet. She is famous for capturing the complication of the relationship between human beings. As I told you that Kamala Das used to highlight the social issue of human being, used to highlight the social issue that exists in our society. This poem, and through her other work also, she has highlighted this relationship. See, this poem is one of the best example of bonding in human, and through this poem show you the relationship, the bond of human being, especially the bond between mother and daughter. See, there are in the society, we live in society. Human being is a creature that live in society and having different relationship, right? हम human being क्या करता है, बहुत सारी relations बनाता है और ये society में रहता है. And but in this poem, the poetess is going to highlight the relationship between mother and daughter. This poem defines the fear of author of losing her mother, and so this poem, the poet is trying to highlight her own fear of losing her own mother when her mother was 66. See, my mother at 66. What poetess say? My mother at 66 will elaborate on the feeling of the author and will also defines the meaning of the poem. You know what? My mother at 66, the title of the poem itself tell the meaning of the poem, that in this poem the poetess is going to talk about a lady who is her mother and she is at the 66, right? So let's see. Now here I am having, this is the background of the poem, that through this poem the poetess is going to highlight the mother and daughter relationship and the pain which they feel, which daughter especially feel at the moment when she leaves her mama at the age of 66. Now let's have the detailed explanation of the poem. The poem is start with the introduction with this line. See what poet is written here. Aging is an inescapable phase of every human life. Yes, it is fact. Everybody will be aged. You are supposed to be 14, next year you will be 15. Everybody, a child who is just born will be next year of next day of 2 days, and next year will be of 1 year. Means everything in this world, everything which is in this universe is aging. Okay, from birth to the death, right? So a person enters their childhood, experience adolescence when they are energetic and have so many dreams, right? When you are born, you are a child. After that, you are an adult, and then you are aged, and then you are become old, and then finally you reach to your old age, and at the last the death. Finally, every person approach their old age, and then they die. It is fact. It is natural fact. See, relationship between people become much stronger in every phase of life. No one can't bear the separation from their loved ones, and just because of aging. And it is fact also. Though you are aged, but you don't want to detach from your family member. You are 80, you are 60, but you have love. You have, you feel pain at the time of separation. Though you know that yes, you have to get detached. After age, after death, you have to leave everyone, but you are still continuing the same, right? Now, see, firstly, the poem starts from here. Firstly, so here in the above line, what poetess try to say, that age is one factor which everyone has to go through, from childhood to adult, adult to mature, mature to age, age to death, and Whether we are a child, we don't want to leave. As a child also, we don't want to leave our parents, and though you are aged, that the moment also you don't want to leave your family member, right? Now see, so when we start from here, firstly when the author goes to the coaching airport with her mother, she looks at her carefully and presents before us her image. See, when the right poem start with the introduction that I was moving from my home to the coaching airport, right? And at the time when poetess was sitting with her mama in the car, in the vehicle, she was going to the coaching airport. This poetess कहाँ जा रही थी? कोचिंग जा रही थी, कोचिंग एयरपोर्ट पर taking the flight. और वो when she moves from her house in a car, in a vehicle with her mama was sitting beside her in the car. And then what happens? Poetess looks towards her mama face. She looks at her image. As she looks at her mother's soft and whitish face. When poetess look at her mama and at her soft and whitish face, mother's fair complexion, poetess mama was having fair complexion. She gets stuck with the fear of the losing her mother. See, when poetess see her mama, what she feel? Why she get horrified? Why? Because she noted her mama was getting aged, and her mother was with a sleep face and open mouth is comparable to a corpse, and she compared her mama in a sleeping mode, in a sleepy face and open mouth just like a dead body. Corpse means dead body. Clear? Means जब poet की mother उसके बगल में उसकी सीट पे सो रही थी in a car in which she was going, then poetess looks at her mama face. उसने क्या notice किया? Her mama body was looking like sleeping body was looking like a dead body. Mouth open, eyes closed, cheek inside, lots of wrinkles on the face, right? With fair complexion, white hair, right? See, and the poetess shows love and affection in the relationship between the mother and daughter. And what it shows? Why poetess get horrified? Because not that her mama was so aged, because of the reason that her mama was so aged, her mother was so aged, and any moment she could departure from this world. See, the poet is hurt and sad and sips her attention, and when she noticed her mama face and when she had such idea, negative idea, sad idea in her mind, what poetess tries, she tried to divert her mind. She looked outside of the car. ठीक है, जब वो अपनी मम्मा को देखती है एंड सी फील सैड, वो विंडो की तरफ, कार से विंडो की तरफ बाहर देखने लगती है, आउटसाइड द कार फॉर ड्राइविंग आउट द अनडिजायरेबल फीलिंग, ताकि वो अपने माइंड को डाइवर्ट कर सके उस सैड आइडिया से जो उसकी मम्मा को देख के, मदर को देख के उसके माइंड में आ रहा है, राइट? She changes her bad mood and see the scene from the window of the car is of rising life and energy. And when she looked outside scene was different. Outside what she noted, the plants are spreading, the fast spreading the green and huge trees. Alongside the cheerful playing kids represent the life, youth and vitality. What she noted? See, inside the car she noted her mama sleeping beside her, look like dead body, look like ending of the life. Whereas outside scene is just opposite. Plants, green plants are moving very fast. Small children are moving towards their school. So inside scene give a negative idea, show the death. Outside scene show the life and youth and vitality. The poet here is remembering about her own childhood, and after seeing the children outside, what poetess noted? She thought about her own childhood. In her childhood, her mother, बचपन का समय, her mother was young and beautiful when poetess was child. Her mama was very young and beautiful, whereas now her mother is surrounded by the fear of the losing her life, and that make her insecure and sad. And whereas now at present, what is the condition? Her mama is so aged and she could lose her life any moment because she is 66 and so aged. So poetess feel what? Insecure and and sad. She reaches the airport, and after that, at the last line of the poem, stanza of the poem, she reaches the airport to take her flight. Poetess reaches to airport to take her flight, and it's so departure and partings which makes her sad. And now she reached to the airport, and she get down at the airport from the car, and she moved towards the check-in spot in the airport. And what it saw? It saw airport, saw the a place to departure. As he said goodbye to her mother, see image of her old mother in the desk of the ears strike her. And you know what? When she said goodbye to her mama at the airport, she feels sad, very sad. You know why? Because she knew there is less chance of meeting her again. Because of her age, she was so aged. Her again and a smile is comparable with her mother with late night moon of the winter, and she compared her mama with the late night moon of the winter, which seems dull and fade with color. Her mama body, her mama face appearance was fade now because of her age, growing age. The light of the moon is an obstacle by the fog and hedge as she appears older now, right? The poet is now feeling the pain of getting separate because of the leaving her mama, and now poetess was feeling pain because she is going to leave her mama at the airport. Her childhood fear of the losing her loving mother now becomes so terrifying, and now poet is having same feeling as she had in childhood. In childhood, what happened? कोई भी बच्चा, no child want to leave her mama, right? A baby can leave her father but cannot leave her mother. So poetess is having same pain, same feeling, same sense. As she did not want to leave her mother at childhood, in the same way at airport also she did not want to leave her mama. She feel terrified equally. Because in childhood also when your mama leave you, आपको ऐसा लगता है कि मम्मा जा रही है फिर आएगी नहीं. और एयरपोर्ट पे उसको क्यों ऐसा लग रहा है? क्योंकि she knew that she is 66, and if she detached from her, there is less chance of meeting her with her because she is so aged. Any moment death can capture. Now her mother could die of old age anytime unexpectedly. She is so sad that she starts crying too, the poetess. Slowly, without control, but keeping her brave heart, she hides her tears and starts smiling. Poetess started weeping with this idea, but anyhow, she controls her feeling and hide her tears and replace her tear with a smile. Thus she offer her farewell to her old mother and keep her hopes of seeing her mother alive again, and she said bye to her mama with the hope that she could see her again. She says see you soon, and at last in the poem she says see you soon mama, means amma, meet you again. She hides her tears, sorrow, as she does not want to make a painful emotional environment. And after saying this word, poetess want to hide her tear and sad because she don't want to make her mama weeps with her so emotional. Moreover, she does not want her mother to cry. ठीक है, वो क्यों hide करती है? Because she don't want that her mama see her tear, because if mama will see, she will also start weeping. And shows her that she is enjoying her life. She expects her mother to be happy and enjoy her life just fine. And poetess want her mama to be happy and enjoy her life. I hope this is clear to you. This is overall explanation of the poem, and I hope it is clear to you. Central idea के देख लेते हैं. What is the central idea of the poem? The central idea of the poem My Mother at 66, composed by Kamla Das, is that the poem shows that fear of losing her mother of the poetess. Right? Simple thing. आपने अभी देखा. ये क्या है simple thing इसका? Poetess अपनी मम्मा को खो न दे, ये इसका main theme. और this poetess is representing all the human being, all the people, to you also, to me also, to everyone. Her mother is in the last stage of her life, so the poetess feels that she will pass away. Sure. Poetess gets scared of this thought, and she thought when she get this idea that mama could pass any moment, so she gets scared and sad. To come out this negative thought, she looked outside of the car, and the world outside was full of life and activity. Simple thing, when you are sad, अगर आपको अपने मूड को चेंज करना है तो आपको पॉजिटिव चीज़ों को देखना पड़ेगा. For example, I'm giving a very nice example. If you go to the crematorium, if you go to the crematorium means samsan ghar, what you will see there? People are dying. You will see only people are dying, right? And you will definitely, when you reach to the this crematorium where the body are being burned, now you will lose all the what or I say desire of purchasing, desire of getting for a few moment or for a few time, till then you are at that place. The moment you leave the crematorium, you will again have all this desire. So in the same way, the poet wanted to, when she saw her mama, she was sad, but she wanted to divert her mind, so she looked outside of the window of the car so that she could get motivated. The young trees seemed running fast and the children looked very happy. At the airport, they had to undergo a security check. The poetess was standing a few yards away from her mother, and simple things. At airport, when she reached security checkup, वो check कराने के लिए enter करती है, and her mama was standing at a yard, means at a distance, क्योंकि airport पे अंदर वही जा सकता है जिसके पास टिकट हो, right? उसको फ्लाइट लेना. She looked again at her old mother and she felt pained to look at the colorless and pale face of her mother. And again she felt sad, but hiding her tears, the poetess said, "See you soon." I hope the central idea of the poem is clear, background of the poem is clear, and the detailed explanation is also clear. Here is the conclusion for you. See, to conclude, if he concludes the poem, what is my mother at 66? Wait a second. Let me drink water a little. Okay, let's start. See, my mother at 66 summary reveals what? Reveals means open around the beautiful relationship between the poet and her mother. The summary shows the theme of advancing age of mother of the author, means poetess, and the fear of separation. This apparently short poem touches upon the theme of the beautiful bond between the mother and the daughter. It shows how beautiful a relationship a mother and daughter can have. So dear students, I hope that this is clear to all of you, and पोएम आपको समझ में आ गई होगी, क्या है इसका बैकग्राउंड, क्या थीम है, what intention poets have behind writing this poem, right? So thank you so much dear students for watching the video. See you in my next video. Till then you keep watching, keep studying, and don't forget to subscribe, share the video in your friend circle, right? Thank you so much. Good one, good luck and goodbye.
अगर आपने मेरे चैनल को अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो प्लीज़ subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get latest notification of my every